We're all loaded up, ready to roll. Got my girls in the back. Let's go, let's do this. And unfortunately, I think this market may be a dud. It costs a lot more energy-wise than I anticipated. Good morning, welcome to my channel. My name is Leanne. I'm the creator and all-around person with Cozy.Ly.Crafts. I'm a crocheter with disabilities who's striving to make part-time income to support my family in a job that accommodates my body and is flexible. So, and today is market day. The adrenaline is running high. I've got my whole family. You might be able to hear them in the background. We're almost ready to go. And I'm just gonna slap on a little bit of makeup and then we're going to head out. So yeah, so the market today is about 2 hours out of town for us. I've got $847 worth of inventory, which I'm really proud of. This is like technically my third market, but it's like my first one that I'm really just kind of doing on my own. So yeah, I'm really excited. And yeah, so I'm gonna get some makeup put on and then we're gonna hit the road. Alright guys, that's me ready and let's hit the road. We're all loaded up, ready to roll. Got my girls in the back. We're just waiting for Ryan, my husband, to get the door locked, and then we're gonna get on the go. Let's go, let's do this. We got about a 2-hour drive ahead of us. It's gonna be cutting it a little fine, but anyway, here we go. Okay guys, we're almost there. We have run a little bit late, which is really sucks. So yeah, so we're almost here. We're just gonna hustle and set up, but I'm gonna try to get you guys a shot of what my table looks like when it's all set up and in the space. I'm gonna do my best, but I'm gonna focus on actually doing this market. So I'll try to get as much footage as I can. I just wanted to check in really quick. It's around noon, and unfortunately, I think this market may be a dud. There's just not a lot of people coming through, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to cover my table fee today. So, yeah, I've had one sale in the first 3 hours, but there's only been about maybe 20 people that have come by. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to check in real quick and I'll let you know how it goes at the end. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. It's actually been 2 weeks since the last clip that you saw. So my market was on February 2nd and today is Valentine's Day. So by the time you see this, Valentine's Day will have passed. So I hope you had a good one. But yeah, just for the last 2 weeks I've just been in what we call in the chronically ill community a crash, which is just sort of when your symptoms seriously get aggravated and there's a lot of fatigue, which is different than being tired. And so I've just been sort of struggling with migraines almost every day for the first week, and then I've been slowly able to kind of come out from being mostly bedridden, having a lot of shaking episodes, which I'll just show you what a shaking episode looks like. It's not actually a seizure. I am for the most part conscious during all of it, but it's just it's just when I've pushed my nervous system too hard rather, and I try to like lay down or change positions, this is what can happen, and it's scary and really annoying because you can't, it's hard, you need to, like, there's not much you can do that's not upright, even sitting, like you have to be upright to sit. So, and yeah, being upright is my Achilles heel, as it is with like many people, if not all, with people with POTS or dysautonomia like I have. Anyway, so we're in a crash, but luckily I've, you know, played the It Can't Get Any Worse game and actually won this time, so I'm back up kind of on my feet and able to sort of resume what my current normal was before the market, so that's really great. Okay, so I just want to go over quickly some of the pros and cons of this particular show. So my first pro, and it is a really big one, was just that for me personally, being able to go out and actually do this show, like gather all my family up together and accomplish it, like even just to like get there, get through it, come home and survive, like that was a huge accomplishment, and it did really just wonders for my mental health. So I just felt really accomplished, and I feel really proud of myself for putting myself out there and giving it a try, and doing the best I can to prepare and work with my body so that I was able to do it. So it was a big pro. The other pro was that we actually got to do something as a family, and I think that this is sort of like my huge privilege, is that even though I'm chronically ill and not able to contribute a lot in traditional ways to our family, I'm one of the lucky ones who has a super supportive family. So my husband and my 2 girls all pitched in, and they helped put everything together. They stayed with me. My husband helped with some of the footage, and so it's just really wonderful. And we don't always or often get to do something like all 4 of us together, and this we did get to do as a family together, and so that was really great. And sort of just an offshoot of that, another pro was because by the end of it, the show, like my adrenaline was pumping, and it would, like the crash had already started, and I knew like I might as well just ride the wave of artificial energy. We were actually able to go to a restaurant. So here's a pic of us at a booth at Atlantic Canadian pizza joint called Pizza Delight, and it was a delight. It was so fun to be out with the kids and out with Ryan, and it was really special. So in a way, like just for the family time, this whole thing was worth it. But there were some cons. So one of the cons was because there was just generally poor turnout for this event, I didn't really get a chance to test the market for, like, test my products against the market. Certainly we got a lot of really good attention, but I don't feel like there was like enough of a sampling from the community to feel like, yeah, this is a direction, or maybe like these did well or these didn't do well. It was just kind of, I just don't think there was enough of a sample. And a lot of the people who bought from me were the actual vendors in the market. So I think they would have a bias to like appreciate handmade stuff, as opposed to maybe just a regular consumer who doesn't craft. So anyway, so I just didn't get to test it out. So that's one of the cons. The income that we got, it wasn't enough to cover costs, especially not for a market that's outside of our city. So it just, financially, it just doesn't make sense. And then of course, last but not least, it's just the toll it took on my body. I was expecting to be laid up for a couple of days, but I was not expecting to be laid up for 2 weeks. So that's just a really big deal, and I think I need to be more careful because I had planned to be kind of out of commission for a couple of days, but I was out of commission for more like, 10 days or so, I guess. And I had other commitments, like I had committed to 2 other pattern tests and I really wanted to give them my attention and focus. I had, you know, these videos were in the hopper, and I didn't get to going to the market. Was good, but I had to kind of sacrifice other things, or other things were made more difficult. Like I was still able to get my pattern tests done and they're awesome and I can't wait to show you next week. But yeah, anyway, like that part just wasn't, it cost a lot more energy wise than I anticipated, and I need to be careful about that in the future so that I don't have to sacrifice other things that I want to do. So in conclusion, I do want to try a market again, not soon. I definitely need to give my body some time to rest, and I think I also need to put more focus and work on trying to regain my health more so that I have enough stamina to maybe do a market in the future, and so I'm not kind of chipping away at my baseline of energy. And I want to try to do something locally, and maybe with like a market that is more established in my city. So what that is, I don't know, but I will do some research on that and figure it out. And then one interesting insight from the market is just in terms of who is really interacting with my booth. And I had assumed that my clientele would be mostly kids, maybe between 8 and 12, kind of in the range that ages of my kids are. But actually the people who interacted more were actually like teenage girls or like young women, so 15 to 25, somewhere in that range. And they're the ones who purchase my stuff. And so in future I'm hoping to kind of expand things that I think they might enjoy. And they didn't buy what I thought they were going to buy either. So yeah, it was a cool thing to figure out. So now I'm going to get into what I sold and how much I made. And if you've made it to this far in the video, thank you so much. And I just want to request that you please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I always like to go check out, like, if you have your own YouTube channel, I'd love to just like interact that way. So anyway, here's what I actually sold. So my first sale of the day was a chicken keychain. It was a blue chicken keychain from Stitched by Ninette. I sold that for $6. I also sold 2 heart keychains, and I'm going to show you the pattern here. And I just kind of added a keychain like in the middle. I'm sorry I don't have a picture of that. I was going to make one for the video, but it didn't happen. One, the mini mushy pop, I sold that one for $8. I sold one of my daughter's lip gloss in a holder for $10. I sold one pink velvet hair bow clip for $8, and I sold one chicken nugget with embroidered eyes for $8. So my booth fee was $40, and I brought home $64, which is not good by like really any metric, but for me it's still like we covered our costs and there was a little bit left over. You know, and there were some people at that market who literally did not sell anything. So I feel really grateful and I'm really happy with that. So yeah, so that was my first kind of solo trip. Thank you guys again for watching. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing next week, but I hope that you'll join me, and yeah, see you next time. Bye!